Hello, my name's John. This is my experience visiting Ground Control, which I classify as a barcade because it's an arcade and bar in one and serve alcohol. It's located in downtown Portland. It's fairly easy to find, but very hard to park because a lot of one-way streets and stuff like that. But once you're inside, there's a ton of retro games. On the left, you have Cruisin' Exotica, which is a great series by Midway and Nintendo. Rush 2049 by Atari, a fun racing game. There's Pac-Man, 4-player Pac-Man. That's a fairly new one. It's a cocktail table. Really fun to play with multiple people. To the left, also, that's kind of new. This is a new area where they have tables. I've been here before. Those tables weren't there. They have the bar in the back. Here's Tron, based on the movie. Classic. Bubble Bobble. Here's Disc of Tron, which is the sequel to Tron Arcade. That came out in '83, I believe, during the peak of the arcade crash or video game crash. Didn't do very well, but a really cool third-person perspective. There's X-Men Arcade. That's by Konami. If you notice, they have a huge LCD plasma screen in that thing, so they modded it. It looks really, really cool. Gauntlet Dark by Atari. Sunset Riders, one of my favorite beat-em-ups, also by Konami. One of my first places I worked at was a movie theater, and they had one of those machines there I played all the time. Star Wars Arcade by Atari, which is one of my favorite arcade games outside of Donkey Kong. Tempest, also by Atari, another Vectrex style game. Definitely worth checking out. Here's Asteroids by Atari, another Vectrex. They had it all kind of classified together. There's Alleyway. Here is Joust by Williams, a bunch of Williams game. Robotron as well. Here's Centipede by Atari, and Afterburner by Sega, which is one of the first flying games I really played as a kid, and I love the control. You have the yoke stick and stuff. It's pretty cool. Joystick. Turtles by Konami, beat 'em up. Burger Time. I love the design of this cabinet. It's an awesome game by Data East. Some people say Data East. I say Data East. Tomato, tomato. Here is 1943 and Track and Field. Games by Konami as well, though they kind of went under the Century game. There's Miss Pac-Man, Old School Golden Tee, Frogger by Sega, Raiden 2, Hubert, classic Gottlieb game, The Simpsons, another Konami beat 'em up, Tetris by Atari, Rampart. This is one of my favorite arcade games. This is by Atari. Really fun, kind of unique style gameplay. Absolutely love it. You don't see that everywhere. That's really cool. Street Fighter 2, a great classic one. They also had Mortal Kombat 2. And there's Super Mario Bros. 3. That is a Play Choice 10. Donkey Kong 1, Dr. Mario, and Mario Brothers. You can have all the Nintendo machines all lined up. Area 51, Area 4, Site 4. Maximum Force and Area 51, a 2-in-1. I haven't seen this before. That was really cool. Area 51 was another arcade game that was at my first job. Another Miss Pac-Man. Interesting, they have two of them. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Street Fighter Third Strike. Blitz, great game, along with NBA Jam. Love those classic Midway sports games. Upstairs, they have a ton of pinball machines. Unfortunately, I thought my camera was recording when a lot of the time it wasn't recording. It was actually recording when it wasn't supposed to. So I wasn't able to capture a lot of the pinball machines up here. But take my word for it, they have a ton of classics. Some of my favorite, like Addams Family, and other games like that. I love The Shadow and Funhouse, and these are just a lot of fun. These are typically 50 cents to play. Downstairs, everything was a quarter, and not pretty decently priced. This place was very busy, which is nice to see. And one thing that's really encouraging is everything was in great shape. They definitely take good care of their machines. And their Star Trek Next Generation cabinet was actually signed by Will Wheaton, which is interesting. Anyway, this is Ground Control. Definitely check it out if you're in the Portland area. Take care.